in the books, the two books I talk about all the time, DMT, the Spirit Molecule, and then Journey of Souls. It talks about DMT, the Spirit Molecule, talks about 49 days after conception, after the sperm meets the egg. It says the face starts to take shape and the pineal gland starts to develop in the mouth, and then it migrates up into the brain. They said that they thought that 49 days is when the spirit entered the soul, or the soul entered the body.
After conception.
Yeah, and then they also talked about the same book. It's like a Hindu or like a Far Eastern religion. They talked about how you have to treat the body because they thought it took 25 days for the soul to leave this body before it's ready to find the next one.
So how you treat a passed on
corpse.
physical body.
But then the book Journey of Souls, like we talked about the souls coming and leaving the body while it's still in the mom. Like the soul might come to get to know the mom a little bit, but it's not going to sit there bored for 9 months. So it might leave. Sometimes it'll come back after the baby's born and more alert, more aware.
Yeah, exactly. Now I'm really feeling this strong stick until in Ireland they had that. They got the fairies could come and take the soul out of the baby and leave a different one. And I had I think it was sleep death after being born. I just didn't sleep for 2 days. That was not good. My brain was really, but I've never had a child before. It was really intense to me. I kind of had this daymare hallucination that something came and took the soul that she was supposed to be with me and then put a different one in. And I started murmuring about, we brought the wrong one home from. And Carrie was like, really, you're starting to scare me. I was like, but I just needed to sleep. But it was an interesting little, yeah. Yeah, so they think that, what's 49 plus 88? That's only 100 and, 140, 130 some days or 137. Well, how long are you pregnant? Like almost 10 months. So what? It's interesting.
300 days?
Yeah, 300-ish days. So that's only like half of that. I don't know about the leaving the body though. This whole thing that want to leave the body. With so many people that work with the hospice people, they say they know the instant.
Yeah.
When there's a long held 3 days.
When Danelle's dad died, he was like starting to talk to relatives in the end. The nurses said he was talking about his sister. His sister wanted to come get him, and they're like, "You can't leave. You have to stay here." No, she's here to get me. We're going to do so. I had no idea what he was talking about.
Yeah, I'm in healthcare. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm like around a lot of that in healthcare. I work with geriatrics and stuff, and like I've seen multiple people like hours and it stays, and like it's very common to like see family members do like a lot of reaching, things like that. Yeah, it's very common, and like I felt like in multiple situations, I felt like I like could tell when the like soul was sleeping, and then like minutes later they would pass. It's really weird. But it wasn't like I saw anything. It was more like a feeling. But it wasn't a bad feeling at all. Like, but it was maybe even peaceful at times. But then I feel like she's gone, and then I would go down there and she'd pass like 2 minutes. Like so. This may seem tangential, but have you noticed since you're in that field that they sort of need permission? Like there's more family members around caring for them. Someone has to give them permission to go. Like not every situation, but yes, I have noticed that quite a bit. Or like I had a situation where there was like some conflict in the family, and she had to talk to her daughter. Her daughter called and just said, "I love you, Mom." She passed 20 minutes later. So that was what you and she was like one of those where it was like for her to pass, it was taking a long time, and like it was honestly kind of weird. And ironically, the daughter called. Like it wasn't like it was like she was asking for it. Like she was mentally not able to ask, and then she passed like 20 minutes later. A lot of times, like after the family leaves, and they'll pass. It's very weird. Like on weekends, a lot of times, like they'll pass after like the family goes home, and like it's yes, but to answer your question, yeah, I have seen that quite a bit. It's very interesting.
I'm surprised people don't like tap into people in your field more for information about our experience as we come in and go out.
Right.
Because people who are in nurseries and in hospice or geriatrics
right.
Are like our village shamans used to be in indigenous cultures where they're facilitating the coming in and the coming out.
Yeah, but now we pump them full of psychotics and
Right.
medication and turn them into crazy people.
Our grandmother,
Yeah, do you know-
I was in hospice with her, and when we moved her bed for the last few days,
Yeah.
we saw she was throwing her medication.
Oh my god. She's like, no more.
She's like, oh yes, I took my medicine.
I mean, the standard hospice pack for everybody includes morphine, Haldol, and a couple of other drugs that they give to everybody. And it's weird. Haldol's really for, secretions and for nausea, but they give it regardless. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't like to tell. I don't usually like to tell people this very often, but like I'm personally afraid like to die, which is so weird, but I'm so drawn to it. Like the hospice like stuff is so interesting
Are
to
you
me.
Scorpio?
No, I'm a Virgo. But like my anxiety, like my panic attacks and all that are around like fear of dying because I know so much medically. You know what I mean? It's so weird, but then like I'm also drawn to it, and I find it oddly like peaceful to be around and like be that person that can help somebody surpass it. It's a lot of times
Familiarize.
and that's probably
yourself
why I'm
to
trying to do
yourself.
it. Yeah, maybe intuitively like but I feel like I see a lot of people that like their families aren't there, and so like being a person that can be there for somebody in their like last minutes, because I feel like I would want that. If I didn't have family or friends around, I'd want like to feel like peaceful, have somebody it's gonna be okay, that kind of thing. I just find it
Sounds
interesting.
like you might be interested in the doula-ship.
Oh, yeah, I've looked into it for sure. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
I love it.
we know a couple. We use them in our organization a lot.
Yeah, it's really
Memory
interesting.
care.
It would definitely be a separate thing.
Yeah.
What I'm doing.
Oh, the curiosity about death?
No. Scorpios and death.
Oh, yeah, it's like a house 8 Pluto ruler thing is what people think. So there's, the house 8 is ruled by Pluto. What the ruler of Scorpio is, and that's all to do with death and transformation.
Interesting.
Neither should have.
Like
That's
in
way.
This is how long, but yeah.
That's good. But I'd accept it.
You are a sun Scorpio?
I don't
Your
really
sun
know.
sign or whatever?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I'm sure that's your sun
Yeah.
sign.
What were you?
That's your sun sign. That's what most people know is their sun sign.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I'm a stellium. I have a Scorpio stellium. But it's in my house of readers, so it's investigating
Yeah.
and researching.
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I just know I'm a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, and Taurus rising. So
I don't know
That's
what any of that
excellent.
stuff
Kyle,
means.
what were you gonna say?
like built
Sorry,
into
I
the
cut
dirt.
you off.
Yeah, that's
It
excellent.
fits.
Oh no, I was just gonna talk
Yeah.
about my dad's mom.
Yeah.
She was in hospice on diplomat, but she had Alzheimer's. And
Yeah.
so, she was in for a week and a half, 2 weeks in hospice, and me and my grandfather were there every day. Spent time with her a lot of times, like 2, 3. He would be there earlier. I'd be there from 2, 3 to about 6, 7 o'clock.
Wow.
We leave, and same thing. There was she wouldn't really do anything as far as like talking. At that point in time, a lot of reaching up, and I can see, like I watch her, I can see her tracking with her eyes.
Yeah.
That's really common.
Very common.
So
Especially with
I
Alzheimer's.
knew, like, I knew that, you know, she wasn't gonna get out of there.
Right.
And one day, me and my grandfather walked in at the same time, and she greeted us like,
Yep.
That's
The
very
rally. In the last 7 days, that's very common.
yeah, it was just
The
and
rally's
It
very
only
common.
lasted for a minute or two, and
Yeah.
she,
Exactly.
you know, I love you, and tell everybody I love them, and you know, my grandfather, he's, you know, trying to talk to her a little bit more,
And then it just
back to,
Yeah.
We see that a lot. Yeah.
So I'm sure that was very hard for you. I mean, obviously, but it's interesting
Yeah.
to see how it, you know,
it was. I've dealt with a lot of it
Yeah.
throughout growing up, so, but it's never easy,
no,
but it's kind of like, better to prepare
Mhm.
what's not sudden.
exactly.
But the same thing when she passed away, December 3rd at like 9:20 got the call. We had just been there. We left around like 6:30, 7 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
We had just gotten home. Already in bed. I got the call. Went to hospice. Yeah, it's interesting.
It is.
How
The transition.
wherever she was at in her mind at that point,
Mhm.
and whatever she was seeing,
Yeah.
I think it's neat with Alzheimer's. That's all I work with is residents with Alzheimer's, and it's neat because my grandmother had same thing, where she had like near the end she had like a 1 minute rally. She knew who all of us were, and then the next day she had passed. And we see it all the time when we're taking care of our residents, especially like I said with Alzheimer's, because they have such a long track of that slow loss of cognition. You start to see where the difference between what's happening in here and what's happening out there.
Right.
So you start to kind of see that difference over time. It's very strange
Yeah.
to see.
How?
It's just, I don't know, it's almost a feeling. Like I remember one of my first patients that I was ever with that passed away. We used to go in and read. No, a different one. This was the first ever when I was still in school, and I was freaking out because I had never dealt with death or anything, and the same thing happened. She had this I don't know, 5 days maybe, where she was doing what we call chain stroke breathing, which is we call it the death rattle, where you take a breath and stop, take a breath and stop, and there's that gargle in it.
Yeah.
And we're like, there's no way, like she's ready to go, and then she just one day she's like, thank you for taking me, not to me, to the nurse. I was just present and was talking about her family, and she's like,
Sudden lucidity.
complete lucidity, yeah. And then she passed away like I don't know, an hour and a half later after that.
Pop did that. He was on hospice. My granddad, he wouldn't eat and stuff. To that point, he was in Texas, and then we went like the other grandkids, and then he was like, hey, can you help me? Can you shave me and stuff? And he wanted me to go to McDonald's. And then I'll never forget milkshake and all this stuff, which hadn't been done, and we ate, and then he passed. So it's kind of like they, I don't know if they're waiting for certain people.
Like it's
to
for us.
that was my neatest thing too, in trying to get her to eat, especially before she went to the hospital and hospice a few days after. The challenge was trying to get her to eat. And for the longest time, it would be just fried bologna and cheese sandwiches.
That sounds
Talking
good.
about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then it went to something different, and it was kind of slow.
I knew I was gonna
That's
go.
Alzheimer's.
I need something
Yeah.
better than fried bologna.
That's what I think caused death was malnutrition.
It is.
I don't know.
The
Yeah.
truth is, if anybody dies of natural causes, it's always dehydration and malnutrition because you don't have any fluid
Helen-
or water in your body.
The
Helen
last
only
time
drinks
in
those
hospice that
shakes. She
she
refused to eat. She
asked
thought she
for
was
water.
going to have to kill herself that way. And the doctor said, well,
We-
no,
I think it was
shakes will
me.
keep you alive
I
and
grabbed her cup.
She's like, well, you didn't
held
tell
the
me
straw
that.
into her mouth,
She was all mad.
force
Yeah.
vacuum
Yeah.
And she
actually
wouldn't even drink
sip
it. I was like,
the water through the
Yeah.
straw into her mouth. Like the mouth, everything, all the
no
fluid
rise
over
out.
there.
She
doesn't-
wanted to
That's
go.
scary.
She doesn't have that strength.
That's why we usually switch to the swab. Your mouth dry because they don't drink
Yeah,
anymore.
and that's, I ended up telling the nurse, I said, hey, we're gonna need some cotton
swab.
swab, this water,
At
just
least
to
it
kind
gets a little bit of,
Just to,
It was not.
I think you are.
I
And sometimes it's for us when they come around to kind of like have that one moment to.
I really do think that it's not even part of the death process. It's just part of the who I'm leaving behind process
yeah,
That's kind of like the end is near. Now as nurses,
all the time.
you want to tell the family, but hey, come in. She's talking. It's never easy, even like seeing it all the time. Like when it's your family, even if there's a kid,
it's
you
different.
never
Yeah.
get used to it.
Nope. It's completely different. One of the things that was interesting to me that we were just talking about is how, like, you see it kind of at the end and you start to see that they're looking at other stuff. I have seen it too in other patients because I've also worked in ER and ICU as a nurse, and there, like, it's obviously different because things are acute. But there's times when, like, I've been with some of our Alzheimer's patients, and they've been gone for months.
Yeah.
They just you just feel that
Oh,
they're
yeah,
just
they're
not
not.
there. They don't do the
Exactly.
rally. They don't do that stuff. That's
The lights are on, nobody's home.
yeah. And
Exactly.
they don't ever have that rally, and you're like, they checked out. And usually those people either don't have any family or they
Yes.
have a ton of family.
Yes, it's one or the
So it's
other.
kind of like they don't need to leave a message.
It's
that's
co-
why I
that's
kinda
a good
think
point.
that's like-
Interesting.
You know, since they don't have to leave a message, they don't have that rally. 'Cause the rally is for us, not for them.
Right.
I think.
It's a really good point. Yeah, Alzheimer's and form of dementia, it's just the hardest. I'm sorry you had to go through that or anybody else. Because to me, we all have seen a lot of medical stuff and a lot of different tragic situations. Alzheimer's, you too. Oh, yes.
They say it's
Obviously,
white
yeah.
Oh.
matter degeneration, and that the only thing that so far anyone's noticed that they thought it was once it's gone, it's degenerated. There's nothing to do that they've noticed in certain kinds of sound therapy and how actually help regenerate white matter in the brain. And this massage therapist that I had said that he worked on the person that had Alzheimer's and a lot of white matter degeneration because they had been in heavy impact sports all their life and had so many head injuries.
Like
white matter
CTE
started
and all that.
to degenerate. But he does this thing where he would have you lean over and he would just gently, while he was doing sound therapy, would gently stimulate between each vertebra, so the think of your spine with all the nerves coming out. And he just kind of, it was not a hard pressure, but it's a gentle, almost like a shiatsu pressure
Yeah.
between each vertebra. It took 30 minutes to get down your whole spine.
Yeah.
And he would
Who
do
is
that
this?
to me, and
What's
I'd
their
wake
number?
up and I'd be like,
Yeah, exactly.
How do
I'm
we get there?
taller now.
Yeah. How do I
How do I get there?
I brought that up. It was like,
I need a card.
It's really interesting. Like I've seen a lot of studies on like CTE and football players, and with the football players like that have been diagnosed, 'cause it's the same thing. They don't see it until they're after they've died. You know, they look at it just like Alzheimer's. You can see it and diagnose it only when somebody's dead.
And when you say CTE for lay people with the acronym,
What is the?
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy.
Thank you.
Brain hitting your brain.
Hitting
Hitting your brain a lot, like
so many
football
times.
players and
Yes,
stuff.
and people like me.
and the problem is they
You
just,
fall a lot and move your head and go on.
yeah, they display the same type of symptoms as like Alzheimer's, and it's like very short lived, and it's really sad. That's why it's like they're trying to get football players to wear the correct equipment so that
They don't have to be hard hits
educated.
either.
Yeah, they don't have to
That's
be.
the bad
It's
thing.
the consistency of
Yeah,
the hits.
the repetition.
Yeah.
What if,
Exactly.
and like I've had this spot right here, like 5 times in my life, I've had to have either stitches or butterflies, just the same
Same spot.
over and over. And that's it's not the only one. The universe is definitely trying to give me some kind of message, but I think our Father has.
I think the psilocybin helps with regenerating that white matter as well.
I mean, probably combined with sound therapy.
I've been using that a lot.
What was that?
Psilocybin.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I was just saying, I was at a meeting last week for healthcare, and there was an author who wrote a book, Yes, You Can Reverse Dementia. And it was about some of those things, not specifically, we were saying, but like diet, exercise, so it's interesting. I want to get the book and read it. It's Paul Bowman.
So that would be a
Who wrote it.
follow.
He's like, I'm going to put all of you out of business because we're in a memory care. I mean, I love it. Please put me out of business.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to
Isn't
make
that
this
like,
up.
aren't they saying
Just make costumes.
dementia? Is it dementia or Alzheimer's? Is like, there's like diabetes type 3.
They
Something
call it
Oh,
diabetes type
really?
three. They call it diabetes type 3, yeah.
Oh, cool. I'm on.
Everything that's wrong with us is pretty much related to our gut health and how we act anyway. I mean, that's a big thing, you know.
But how much truth is
Like I look at my wife's father who's diabetic and is like on a special diet, but then you see the stuff that he eats, the stuff that he's recommended to eat, like orange juice and oatmeal. He eats oatmeals every day, and the oatmeal is just carbs, it's just straight sugar. He eats pasta like 4 nights a week. Like that's all just straight sugar, but it's what's recommended by our health people. Tell him this is what you want to eat to get healthy, and take this medication. And I'm like, well, why don't you just stop with all the sugar? Of course, he argues with me that he eats exactly what the doctor told him to eat.
I heard it occurred to us as the suggested.
I think like the steel codes that are harder to break down are probably
That's
pretty good, but it's the level of, it's a glycemic index in a way, right?
I read that we never even ate oatmeal. Like we looked at it as horse food, and that's all it was. And so, like maybe the depression or maybe the 50s, something shifted, and we started eating
It's like the
oatmeal.
green tea with the rice grains. It's a nice toasted rice flavor, but it was because you were having a tea shortage. That's why
Yeah.
they were putting extra volume in it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, like I want to.
and now we drink green tea.
Tea with
Yeah.
toasted rice in it, yeah, for the flavor.
I'm on a new medication for some type 2 diabetic, and 2 days after starting the medication, my clarity is everything is different, and I know it's my problem. Something to say?
What are you gonna tell? What are you telling us?
He's like, nah, I'm good. It's so cute.
Well, that's insulin. It says insulin resistance in the brain, the type 3 diabetes.
Yeah.
It's like starving the brain.
Well, you think everything in your body uses energy, right? And your energy source is adenosine triphosphate, which comes from breakdown of glucose, and that's the only sugar that your body can use. If you give it a lot of that sugar, it's going to put things into overdrive. Cancer is an overgrowth of abnormal cells. You give it too much food, it's going to continue to grow even faster than anything else.
So gut health isn't just diet, because
Yeah, no.
Bruce Lipton, who was talking about that when you have
I like
fear in
Bruce Lipton.
evolutionary terms, it was useful to cut off close the vessels of your gut where everything usually
Divert
is
everything to your senses.
so that you can send the blood to your arms and your legs and run like a tiger. But people still have fear about a lot of things, and it's not, maybe they have a great diet, if they have a lot of fear in their life, then their gut vessels are closing
Let's
down.
I think that you've heard me say it before, and I've said it recently. Like whenever I would have anxiety and stuff, I have to remind myself, there's no tiger chasing me. Why am I like heart pounding? Why is my anxiety up? Why is my vagal nerve stimulated? Because all these things are happening. It's like there's no tiger, and it's funny that you just mentioned that, like the whole purpose.
Yeah.
Is to teach yourself that there's not a reaction. I don't need to be terrified of speaking publicly, which I don't now, but I used to be terrified. Terrified. But now, like, I just don't care, because, like, there's no tiger. What's the worst thing that's going to happen here? I'm still going to live. I'm not going to die during a presentation.
And even doing
Right.
Abuela's at 7 o'clock, sometimes you guys see me choking up there with that microphone. I hate talking in public.
I have no
Same.
problem.
That's like the worst part of this job. Come up with some creative to say in front of 60 people.
Because we're social creatures by survival. We have to have others to survive. And if you're ostracized by your
Yeah, when
your
there's an
tribe
extra
or whatever,
closer anyways.
that's a rejection that's still going to cause a real tiger chasing up here.
Yeah.
Rudy.
Which
It's straight up survival. Not because you want everybody to like you.
Yeah, they talk a lot about Greg Braden. Greg Braden talks a lot about like cortisol and like survival. Like something traumatic happens as a child, and you carry that with you your whole life. Just that anxiety, upset stomach, and then you're an adult. You're in a constant state of high cortisol. Like just relax and sit down. So then you go to the doctor and they pump you full of medications, just amplify the problems. They don't resolve it.
Yeah, medications are designed to treat the symptom of something. It does not address, it always has been. It doesn't address the underlying issue.
Should be eating big, copious amounts of mushrooms.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
fixes
I never
everything.
thought of those.
Exactly.
This time of day or every day.
We've seen that with so many residents when we take them off
That's
all
like
their
the biggest
medications,
thing
they're
I
like,
get
"They get better."
a big dose of mushrooms.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I won't do it.
My wife's taking a couple different medications,
I got out
and I'm like, she needs to set all that shit aside and do like
Yeah.
7 gram
said.
dose.
To the point
So
where
easier
I
said.
got to
Oh yeah,
Like some
she
people
struggles
don't
with it. I'm not being disrespectful towards her.
Yeah.
I got lucky
terrifying.
in the sense somehow like the mushrooms chose me. I feel like.
But it's hard, you know, this journey.
be there.
Yeah, they helped me
that's
out
how
a
we
lot.
Wanted to go home.
Janelle does them, and she's like crying in the bathroom, sitting between the sink and the bathtub, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing?
We did
Well, this last week it was
the
Sally.
same thing. We showed up.
And what the Sally did
Nervous,
was
like, I
take
don't know
me
this
on
is for us. And we're like, "Okay, this is
where I went straight, and all I could feel was
crazy, this
I was
stuff."
tunneled into that time.
I've done
And people around me were my best friends.
You would have been on everything.
Safe where I was, but they were laughing.
The beat, did you say
Where
the
I
beat?
was, people around me,
Were you-
whatever, they
were
were
you,
laughing and laughing. I was
medical,
not safe.
military?
They were laughing.
Yeah.
When I came out of the tunnel and I was back
I was thinking about
time, I was murmuring under they couldn't understand me. My friends, they were like, "What are you saying?" And I said,
I wish I would have. I was
Never
so
felt
stupid. I should have stayed in.
and I had to run away. I ran away in the woods. I was out there all night.
Real life.
I didn't want to be close to my best
Oh,
friends when I felt so murderous. You know, they don't want to murder your best friends. So I had to stay away from people. You know, and just be and cry in the woods by myself.
Yeah.
And my best friend who gave
I
it to
never
me, he's
went.
like, I knew that was gonna happen.
Why did you go to a hospital?
There's a couple of Southgate stories I've never done it. It's definitely fast.
Signed up for it.
When you do the real South, they talk about
All that.
they're like, oh, make sure you eat your friends.
You're going to
There's
real
a
training.
podcast,
So when you were already at
podcast show where there's like 5
that was
guys,
when you got
and one of them was smoking salvia on the podcast.
Yeah, I was
Said
in
he was out
Great
for
Lakes
15 minutes.
for course.
But when he came back, he was
Sea
like
school
this fish being that was on like a water planet,
like sea.
and
Like
he had a wife and
Yeah,
6
so
fish
you're-
daughters.
yeah, my AC school.
You remember taking other fish schools? And when
my
he came
first
out of it,
brother,
he was just like, what the
my
fuck?
brother,
He said he lived this whole other life and had a family and like a fish job.
It's actually just
That's how
Something he
they
did.
My brother did that for 18
Yeah.
months. He literally went like, but the A school now,
And then 10
I don't know,
minutes
he came out and was like, I was in a rainbow desert for a week.
Well, not a rainbow desert.
There's like,
Yeah,
there's
now,
another story from college.
you get that
at
on
some
Great
college
Lakes.
party.
as an eight,
And then same thing, he lived out a whole other entire life and lived to be like an old man, great grandchildren, family that loved him. And I guess when he came back, 10 minutes later, like really fucked with his head because like this is
Yeah, you would have made my life
came back to this life, but then
That's
like,
stupid. You know,
what happened?
maybe
I'm
it was
glad
good.
nothing's changed.
Maybe it was good for me. I wish I would have stayed in there.
You never know. Everything happens for a reason, right?
what did you get out of third class?
What if,
It's a
Yeah.
teacher plan.
what if it's just like,
It has to choose you, like I
Like
think
my
you said.
dad
that
was
last
military, and my granddad.
if there's like all these realms, there's all these different types simultaneously, and like you could do that plan, and you just get a
Who's having
taste of your life.
Yeah.
You're not even a taste of your life.
I wish I could.
Did you check out the Midnight Library?
No.
Where
I've been buying books much
where you
quicker.
are looking out like lifestyle,
Much quicker.
based on like shit being different at all.
So you got out right before 9/11.
Oh yeah, like right
You
before.
just did your first.
Just one.
Like,
I should have.
just explore all the different
That was
scenarios. What it might be.
Yeah, if you were at that's around that time.
What's the name of it?
Midnight Library.
What do you mean I got the
Well, I feel like that was
That sounds interesting. I missed it. What's Midnight Library?
the field school?
It was like one of the onion layers of
I'm missing stuff.
The recruiters when I went to talk to them, which we go spec. There's a program now called SORT, Special Division Concepts.
like a lot of onion
Same
layers
thing as
go away. So
HMFF.
being gentle with yourself is the repeated message.
You're with
So
Marsoc. You're with Rangers. Certain guys get picked for Dev Group. Like you gotta be
I don't know.
cream of the crop.
Maybe you have to
Got some pretty solid teams. But, you know what I mean? Just ask. So I think that happened. Yeah. And I'm like, what's the cutoff? She's 32. Well, I turned 32 this November, and this is this.
novel by Matt Hay.
And I'm like, I already went to bed for it.
I was laid out.
I've been out of the plus I got where my last one is like, you get performance available.
Real 5, free shipping.
But I lost my brain and everything. I got out as a third
How do you even ship it for $3?
What are you trying to buy now?
You getting I have to go back to
The
30
Midnight
days.
Library.
What is it?
For the first couple weeks, just for like
A
2 days.
A book?
Speculative novel by Miss Haig, who she explores different
That
options.
wouldn't be too bad.
Happening.
No, but a lot of the kids nowadays, because I still have
Like
friends
the
that are
multiple
in
timelines.
sounds cool.
Yeah. It says I didn't know that I have
how they're changing.
I like that. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, I bookmarked it.
Midnight Library. I have to remember that.
Let's get on eBay for $3. That's the only reason I've been buying books, man. Buy a book for $3.
Probably
Better fucking buy it.
Yeah.
probably good.
Uh-oh, no
So
shelf
it's like
control.
government now, too.
Oh yeah, my shelves. That's what I told my wife when we moved in our house. I wanted like a nice library. I had like a shelf of books that I had been carrying around, not able to expand on.
I just moved from a big place to a small place, so I had a library, like a literal library. I had like 3,000 pounds of books, and
Jesus.
I had to get rid of 1,000 pounds and put 2,000 pounds in storage. And then we just moved to an apartment, and I just collected so many books already in a short 9 months.
Yeah.
But I found these rotating bookshelves.
Oh yeah.
They're kind of like display bookshelves where they just
That's not
really
what-
small real estate footprint, and they
That's not
just
enough
spin on
That's cool.
disc, and so you could have a lot of them and they just spin. So if you don't have enough real estate, like wall space, you can put a bunch of spinny
See, I need
circle
that.
ones. Spinny circle ones. You have them too.
We have full tournaments every Tuesday. 7:15. We just book, yeah. And then once we get up to like the semifinal, final, stay for the night.
Yeah, nice.
It's kind of speed up the.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely not. I just want to watch them.
I play everything.
Are they really good?
What's that?
Is everyone really good?
I've got came in second the last 3 weeks.
I mean, the amateurs play also.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not.
How about the Sharks?
I mean, there's some people that we're pretty good, but we're not.
It's a fun game. I sit here and I watch them all play. I just have no
No,
interest in actually doing it, but it's fun to watch them, and they're all doing it.
I like to play some.
We play.
I think that's most anybody who's not walking around with their own pool
rules as
sticks.
well,
Right?
so it's a little bit. BCA rules is what we play, so it's a little bit lax.
Tuesday.
What kind of rules?
BCA, or, yeah.
The other ones that played out there, some farm, they're trying to they do like ball in hand, not behind the line. You know,
Yeah, you can scratch on the 8 ball as long as you don't make it. Make the 8 ball
Right.
scratch, but you lose. You lose on the break and you scratch.
you lose on the break and you stretch?
No, sorry. Call your pocket unless it's pretty obvious. On an 8 ball, you call your pocket. The ball has to at least bounce off the rail. That's pretty much it.
What do you mean has to bounce off the road? If you
So if you hit your object ball, it has to at least touch.
How's it going?
has to what?
It has to at least touch one rail.
But what if you shoot the ball straight in the hole?
Well, that's different. You make the ball more. It's only if, like, say you play a safety or something like that.
Right.
Oh, you may not get
I
it.
mean, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So that you don't give the cue ball right up to the ball, leave it, right?
Correct.
Yeah. But what if you did it on accident? Ball in hand?
Something else kind of weird that kind of goes along with what we were talking about. Maybe not so much, but I didn't say it earlier. But yeah, I did DNA tests. I talked about sometimes when I had 2 sisters in Ohio. We found out that my dad my biological father, was still alive in Ohio, but he didn't care about me whatsoever. But my older sister said the same thing. He had no real interest in like getting me hurt. But a little sister stayed in touch with him her whole life. And the day that I had met them, the first time I met them was our wedding. They flew down, came to the house, wedding. And my little sister said, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but our dad died this morning. So like he died the first time we met each other. That was kind of weird. Like maybe something inside of him, even though he didn't want to get to know us, was like waiting for us. Yeah.
How did that feel?
I never knew him. It didn't mean anything. Like
It probably felt a lot, meant a lot to her.
it was.
Did it feel like you were getting bad news?
Oh, I was like, all right.
That's what I figured.
I'm getting paid, so I think
Maybe
it was
it meant more to her.
Keep going.
She said that she had a relationship with him. He was in and out of jail. She would go see him in jail. She bought a house in Ohio. And I guess he was like this master craftsman. They helped her redo the house. They got it. It was kind of like a gutted house. And they redid all of it. So she probably had a relationship with him. But she got kids towards the end. He didn't want to do her, the kids really either.
Unresolved issues there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the thing, there is issues.
Yeah, I wonder how that like affected me growing up. Like I knew some of it because I didn't have a dad, and my dad ran off. But the dad that I did have was a very good person.
There's probably something there.
I know.
I feel like I'm past it now, but at the time, it was scary. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like younger you'd past it.
Yeah, I think so. I feel like with the mushrooms, like I learned just to set everything down and walk away with it. Like I tell people, for me, it was just like carrying a weight that like my parents got from my grandparents, got from their parents, and everybody's just been carrying this weight for no other reason than
They didn't know any better.
yeah. I felt like the mushrooms showed me how to just set it down. It was like come out of that one, just like everything is just better. Everything is just lighter.
Oh, I know. I can't. I have to have a special night for these other sisters. And macros are terrifying for me, but because, you know, when you experiment with that stuff, you're being a fun kid or a
Yeah.
teenager or whatever. Then you have traumatic events happen during macros.
Yeah.
Then you just can take that can be triggering. So it's like, yeah.
I had a hard time with like bringing myself to do it because with the internet, like you're reading all this stuff about PTSD healing and trauma healing, but like you said, doing mushrooms as a youth, being a hoodlum, getting into shit, setting fireworks off in the neighbor's house and laughing about it for 18 hours. So like I didn't really want to do it, but my son kept telling me like, "You got to do this, Dad. You got to do this." Little did I know he was doing it with frequency.
That would have been my first clue.
He's like,
How do you know about it, right?
well, we would watch like, we would watch like
Documentaries.
pharmacopoeia, is that what it is? Where he does like in-depth case studies on drugs. And I thought that was fascinating, and I didn't think it was hurtful for him. But then it's like, remember when I got really good at mushrooms, Dad? I just started eating mushrooms. He goes, I got really good at BMX. I just started eating mushrooms before we went to BMX. I was like, what?
What do you think about ketamine?
Oh, same thing. I did that when I was a kid, but I didn't know you could use it for good.
I
I
did
thought
it.
you just used it
You did
for
ketamine?
robots. I didn't know.
I used it illegally as a young kid, but yes, ketamine is really big right now.
We would use ketamine to like sedate.
I was terrified. I thought I was going to die. I did not want to remember.
Yeah. I mean, its first use was horse tranquilizer, then we used it in the
Where'd you
ICU
do ayahuasca?
to help do conscious sedation.
Oh, that's so bad.
But
But I was
they're using it for untreatable depression. That's why I want to talk to Scarlett about it. She just got her license to use it, which I think is really cool.
But you have to get a license.
You have a special license to use it.
To like personal use.
It's just
or to
private. Yeah,
If there's a
Administer
possibility of that too.
yeah. You,
When I come out of
Well,
I think they should.
I think it's
feel
prescribed. I
like
don't know if they actually administer it or not. They might. There are some that they do that with, like
It's like
the same person, like a friend of ours that she's a nurse practitioner, psychotherapist. She also just got a license to do ketamine and psilocybin treatment course, an injection.
the people that I talk to,
I would assume it would be like in nursing it is, but I'm
like
assuming
your mind isn't right.
I'm assuming if they're going to self-administer,
You got
it'd
bills
be
you're
up to
trying
you.
to figure out, a job you're trying to
So I don't know. I know it,
Probably a
whenever we
situation
use it, it's
that brought trauma from your childhood into it, you're trying to figure that out. To do mushrooms as an adult.
I've never looked into it as an adult. We just heard about it recently, like having a resurgence of that and MDMA for
well,
schizophrenia and bipolar.
micro-use.
Yeah.
When I was younger, he doesn't have pain sometimes.
Yeah.
There would be an accident where somebody died.
They have 4 different preparations of it, but I don't know if there's an actual pill form.
Yeah.
So you remember all of it. It's very intense.
Yeah, my
Because I
wife,
don't
she
think
has a hard
it's
time.
weird. I don't think anybody would ever want to use it's never been used for that. So they will eventually make a pill
There's
form.
something somewhere that's
Yeah.
cooking something, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably just sells frustrated.
Yeah. Cut it with your pseudoephedrine. Yeah. Fentanyl's another
So
one.
then it's just like, well, how about just nothing?
Low dosage in medical settings.
So,
Hey, the patch is great for cancer. If they use it properly. Yeah, but then we've had issues where people have gone into the sharp container where it's
I'm
been
kind
in
of
the
joking,
disruption
but
container.
it's like,
They'll pull it out and scrape the gel out of it and eat it.
You
Out
okay
of
there,
the
Ben?
patches.
Huh?
it's like
You okay there?
High.
It's still
parenting a
full.
certain age.
Why don't you just take a drink out of it?
I can do it. Yeah. Ugh.
You need me to come hold your hand and help you?
They do all kinds of stuff.
Yes,
It's like the tip of heart.
You alright?
Walking 3 hours. Okay, yeah, there you go. The handoff is not a problem.
Did you mix it, Tyler?
That was funny.
Did you do the green inlet? Okay.
Man, I still feel the Delta like
Clarified
liquor.
for it.
I feel like a Chinese side.
What is Delta? Never had.
Delta 9 is some hemp derived. So you get
It's like THC.
yeah,
It's
like
just when the plant is not quite as mature, so it hasn't produced quite the potent amount of THC. So they
Okay.
harvest it early so that it can be an illegal amount, but then they concentrate it and put it in gummy drink.
THC gives me
THC gives me headaches, like
Well,
really
just
bad
a
headaches.
couple times they gave me panic attack. I love the Delta drink here.
I
man.
can't do
Yeah.
I have to either eat
That
a
might
lot
be
or
for me too. I've tried it different ways, and I always end up with a headache really bad in the back of the head, like almost the worst I've ever had. So I
I
just
remember one time I had tried it.
try. It's not worth
Delta,
it.
you know, my
I was younger. I tried it.
No.
I literally.
But if I do it over a long time, it
They have
does.
a conversation.
Yeah.
And I was so
What about, like,
afraid that I would say something totally out of
Same
context.
thing.
Headache.
Yeah.
Delta
Like,
It's really bad too. There's other symptoms that I won't share here, but it hurts.
I
It's so
go into like
painful.
grab like Delta 9 and it's
Right,
like
drink,
if I
right.
take it
Yeah, like laptop meetings, like,
and I'm on like
it's
change
like
and smell, but
it's
like
like
the right
Fridays.
amount and then you find it out it's like
That's how I am.
That's
So
funny.
especially like you go,
yeah, they're doing
Yeah.
that.
so they're bachelor
Funny
shows.
Hey, that's still fine.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
And then same thing,
I
a
have
couple
a
days
really
later, single out and great.
Exactly. And I'm
Then
not,
you should
but I'm
do
not,
that
but
again.
yeah. It's crazy.
Oh, I know.
And then you're like, I feel good, I love this. And then the next week you're like,
Yeah,
The only one that doesn't affect me is if I do a one-to-one THC. The only one that doesn't affect me is if I do one-to-one THC.
Yeah, Tisha,
That one doesn't. I don't get high at all, but I feel all the effects of it. But I don't get a headache.
the
couple
sweet
more
spot for
days,
us
I got
is boy, 5 milligram THC. And she'll take one, but I'll never cut it. And I'm like, this is what but then it's just that it's just like fucking pass out.
That's what I would drink like Delta 9.
I guess I would.
Ask for was just to
Sleep. I had to look.
How long have you had before bed?
I'm, you know,
And within about 30 minutes, I would get something like this.
Yeah.
But
You weren't nervous
because
about
of
it.
like what I'm trying to
what?
do with
I
my
said you
life.
weren't nervous about surgery. I think
well, I've had
so.
one already, so I kind of know what's happening.
How long are you?
Five,
Gonna be,
six, why I'm
But
nervous.
still was nervous.
how long are you gonna be down after the surgery?
Huh?
Good and you, Rick, just done the surgery.
Oh.
Back over there.
Everybody's different.
He was following
It's
around
what I do.
for a while.
I mean, it's what he does.
Friends like,
It's more painful. I don't know, and I've gone
Yeah.
I just looked when there was like
I'm not looking
conversations are
forward to
allowed to be had.
Well, you don't have to do it. I try not to. There's a guy I have.
Conversations are allowed to be had.
Yeah.
like if
There's
you
no
send me a
cells to
personal one,
regenerate it. Bones. I don't have to.
I'll step out this.
Think about that. I've been
So
racing
respond to
again.
her instead of leaving it blank. So she's making shit up in her head.
My elbows and knees got a lot of
Please them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
when I work on the
People who
ladder, work on the
skateboard,
roof.
work
Yeah.
physical
Take,
labor.
please take them back.
I don't know. I don't know how to explain
I say it
my
was
life.
not about
It's
this. It's
just
discussion about
That's not
adjusting
really
so I
what
can
I
meet everybody's needs.
I was just out of control.
You know, but then you
I
know,
had complete control the whole time.
that's one of the reasons yes. Those are good that.
I wasn't the one flipping those cars. I was behind the wheel. I was just fine. You were in it. I was in it. You know, people in the car.
You get into shenanigans, it sounds like. Let's talk about it. That sounds exciting.
That's an Irish word. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Yeah. Went to the Celtic Festival yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I forgot that was going on.
Yeah, laughing about how it was hyper focused on the Irish.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of like little tents selling stuff and then it's weird.
My
Yeah.
my 8-year-old
There was
said,
a
"Mommy,
straight,
the only thing to do here is buy stuff."
Yeah. A lot of them have turned into that lately.
Yeah.
Even the medieval fair is a little bit too heavy on the. They still did a lot of shows though,
Materialism.
but yeah.
Well, all those fairs are, even like the beer fest over here, it's like whoever's promoting the event, they make all their money off the vendors. So the more people they set up vendor tents, the more they're going to make. It's like a lot of times you go and it's not even anybody doing anything, just walking from tent to tent.
Iris, I'm gonna leave, but this would be a great group for you to demo my Alpha Life generation game. I made a new game of life for my daughter, the Alpha Gen version, and you run out of money. The bank runs out of money, and you end up doing merit-based decisions on the
That
spaces.
sounds actually fun.
So,
I can do
like,
that.
if you decide what the space and the thing they did was a good thing, you'd be like, oh yeah, I'll give you money for that. And it just all starts to end up in the player's games, all the money thing.
Huh.
And it's kind of a cool way to think about money.
That sounds
and we redid all the spaces and all the jobs and all the domiciles. But
I
like
haven't played
thinking of
Life.
selling it, operating it, selling it, but I
Yeah,
need
towards
a
the
demo group.
Fun. We should try it. We should
Come
try
as
it.
little kids play life in a different way.
That'd be fun. I would play it.
It's just a silly,
and that's
like,
so I knew.
collaborative. Yeah, it's a collaborative, silly remake of it.
That just sounds fun.
And
do
you,
that.
and you don't have to get married. You can pick out a roommate or a pet, or
Oh, that sounds amazing.
and there's rainbow colored pets.
I need a
There's,
pet.
you know, like or just a friend to ride along with. I should have included road trip as a permanent domicile, but I can change a lot of things still.
I definitely had more fun when I wasn't married. Man, I would get into some shit with my homeboys. We would get in some trouble.
So basically, you're
Did
saying
you
you're
ever
alive
scare
now because you're
yourself?
married.
Yeah.
Did you scare yourself?
Oh, yeah,
Like what?
for
What's
sure.
the hell is wrong with me?
Wake up one morning and there's like 10 street signs in my living
Oh my
room.
god!
Nobody has any recollection of why they're there.
We made our own city,
Just 10 felonies right there.
right?
No big
Wake
deal.
up on a Sunday, can't find the car. Wednesday, you find it parked 3 blocks over. Like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Not nice.
We'll have a separate.
Bumper was on the ground. Oh no. My friends put me to bed one night because I was visiting him. It was like a nice night. We had some tea, like herb tea, real gentle, real sweet. I was visiting state. They said they just saw me go to sleep. It was about 8:30 and they all went to bed. And then they woke up at 6 in the morning and there I was, blood all over the pillow and what? Like I was in different clothes and they were like, what the hell? But Penny showed up at the house. He called me and I went back out. It was a long story. Very long story, but it's all right.
Who did you murder?
Right?
Because I need to go down that
There
rabbit
was a
hole.
crack on the ice. There was a lot of ice that night.
Oh, you fell.
Yeah, and I was trying to do a Joan of Arc mission to save somebody. I'm sure. I had to run from a bad person. Yeah.
Sounds
It's
like a
all
hangover
about
movie.
kids
Yeah.
that I
Right?
wanted to protect.
That's weird how you want to protect people.
And then you end up hurting yourself. Stupid.
And you always
But they were just mystified that I was living there, and they're like, "What happened? How did you even have time to have this happen? We didn't even hear it." That's that same thought.
Always.
Are you glad? Glad he's glad to be all
Sorry.
here. That's okay.
It is Cynthia.
Last night.
Well, I know it's.
Yeah, right.
You feel it.
Yeah.
At another coffee bar, and hopefully the sound bowls while we're doing it, do the painting.
I love sound bowls.
That sounds
So it wasn't
fun.
like a lead painting experience. Do your own thing. It was fun. Like sound bowls.
It was. We all did it. I went to how it turned out.
Who was playing the samples?
Yeah, Angela Fox. Not Anna. And it's not like Anna.
They just take paper on the sidewalk and outside.
I haven't gotten to see anybody in Fort Worth in real life. There's a
Definitely go to Anna.
there's a
Yeah,
guy
we need to
follow
get
on
her
YouTube,
here.
She always plays
Come and do
bowls with
one.
a cat.
She takes you in and out all kinds of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it's amazing.
She's got a big brass bowl and she'll let you
No,
stand
there's a guy
in it.
YouTube's plays.
I've never done that. We had her at our house a couple times, and then with the cups up and
That's
Fort
what they
Myers.
should do with the Alzheimer's patients.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Have
you
them
should invite her
stand in
here.
a big bowl
it's a
and
good idea.
play it for them. And then
I
know they're starting to do like
somebody come here.
theme
We talked to
singing and
Anna. She wants a $100.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's what she charged us at the house. So
You could always turn the cover though, cover that quick.
And that music really breaks through to them too.
I mean, you
Drums and stuff.
drumming is big with the.
I know.
Very powerful with all time.
I love stuff like that.
do. I love it over here.
Gotta start
I would
singing
love
all
to
the time.
find someone who's really into Reiki and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, you should. I know some people. I got a card yesterday. I went to this wellness fair at the Alliance.
Take a
It was
picture of
pretty
that.
good. Diane, Aussie.
Had a
Aussie.
card.
But other than that, Candy Love, she's amazing. Reiki.
Really?
Yeah, she's a yoga instructor, but also Reiki master. I think she's got to be like level 4. That was probably the strongest experience I've ever felt. Somebody doing Reiki.
Really?
K-A-N-D-Y.
Do I just Google her?
Yeah, look 'em up. She's been in the business a long time. She was my yoga instructor for this inner yoga class I did 5 years.
Yeah, that was only 20 minutes, and that was really nice.
Excuse me.
Felt more grounded.
Man, I had a terrible back pain one time. I was moving the speakers downtown, Cabo Bar, Fort Myers downtown. What's her name? Nicole, that was managing down there. She had Reiki on my back. It was crazy. Like instantly, I just felt like, and it didn't hurt for a while after that.
Joanne, she's in a office right next door to me. She does
Oh, yeah.
facial massage.
We
Same
both do
thing, like
Reiki, but
you're feeling it.
we're doing other people. We do it for ourselves. We do it through Reiki, but we do it for ourselves. Yeah.
You learn totally reset.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
I went through 2 different
Sip the
schools of
Spanish like that, and
methods of doing it.
I don't think in my neck it was totally feeling it. I took my head and the other stuff. Nerve pain. And she
So glad Deborah tuned me as well when she did.
Grace
It's
last week,
how powerful
my
you
back
want to
got
be.
a knot in my back.
Glad I feel a connection to
Is
her.
her last name Mullen?
love.
I'm gonna go see somebody.
Joanne or Candy?
Candy.
I don't know why. I just feel weird doing it with other people. So we've done it a lot for ourselves and close friends.
Animals.
Animals.
I don't know. I go to that.
She's out of
I
Cape.
would try it.
See, it's butterfly
But
effect.
I just want Candy, love, and
it is kind of
That was my thing. I just wanted to know for myself.
Wasn't there at the fair? Somebody else would go somewhere.
Only about me. Only about me.
That's right.
I'm gonna run the fast food.
Yeah, Bobby.
Well, I'm gonna run actually.
Always had a practitioner. Inadvertently, vicariously learned all the modalities and get free sessions.
Does she have a clinic?
Look, she
Lotus
Blossom.
Blossom.
Yeah. I'm not sure if it's her clinic or if she's just part of it. Yeah, that's her. Qigong there too. Qigong.
I like that sound. That's really cool too. Had it at that Port Charlotte festival, that Spirit Fest. There's like this table.
What, Punta Gorda Spirit Festival?
Maybe
Charlotte?
they had to Punta Gorda.
Yeah.
All those
At the
bowls.
center, like that
Yeah.
civic center. This guy had a like a sound table.
I
And it
saw
was
it.
so awesome.
I was there a couple years ago. I think that was last year, but he was there then too.
I wish I could find somebody that did that. Like
And besides, it's
sound healing. Wish I could.
I got to know tuning fork and I was playing with it.
Oh, cool. Shoot. Are y'all like doing that? Like,
Yeah. It's like your racket. Just listen to it.
I gotta say, for that, I'm trying to like find a way how to implement it into my sessions, but I haven't decided like what I would do that.
Went to Spirit Fest with my friend Jason and his wife, and they got a big one. I just got a little one. Now I want a big one too. Buy more shit and pile on the bookshelf. Thinking about when we downsize our house.
Well, going forward, what are you doing this day in the next Sunday next month or no?
Yeah, February.
Will you be gone in February?
February we're going to Mexico.
Are you gonna skip February or?
Honestly, I hadn't even thought about it.
Maybe council could start kind of like what Jeremy does here. My, group that is something a little more broad. Yes. I like this. Very casual. Everybody just comes to the table. I've got it.
Yeah.
Usually have something to talk about, like a video or something. That's kind of this time.
You're slack today.
Yeah. Between planning for that party and I've been racing since Thanksgiving and that's eating up some time.
Is it bikes?
Bicycles.
Have you guys seen scientists in Russia they've discovered where our souls go after we pass away? 'Cause
Where in space?
it's like some other galaxy, some other planet. They somehow created this technology and this person volunteered basically,
Back from the last
and I guess their frequencies they were able to
They're matching it with like a
track
location in
it
space.
all the way, like
Yeah, we'll be here.
millions of light years away.
Is it in the direction of Sagittarius?
I don't know if the video said all of that. Try to
Call it a love donation. Yeah. Whoever doesn't donate, like if it goes over, right, you go back to the center. If it's under, then
I mean, you.
Got
tell me
this
what
other
your-
girl,
you have a name of
she
something
wants to do
you're talking
goals here.
What's her name?
Jamie. But I don't really want to do all that.
I think Candy does goals too.
Yeah.
No, like, I was thinking of Rock City.
No, I agree. Just
It's
remember
kind of,
bringing down
it's
two
kind of
big
how I
white
feel about
packages.
myself. Really solid.
That's the rushes.
You know,
Oh,
it's not
okay.
aggressive.
And then the two round wine things on top,
And then the witch table.
on the witch table, and then maybe probably a pair of scissors.
There's two white packages and then the rushes.
Yes, they're look like both. They're like little flat things.
Yeah, the cover.
Those are Tyler's. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'll give her a friend that drops. I'll be right back.
Feel free to bring one back if you want. If you want.
I don't. I'm just kidding.
Okay, then don't.
I'm playing.
I text her, see what she says.
My bio break.
Yeah, whose bike is that?
Clint's.
So, how is it? Is it like really?
I like that. Victory.
Clint.
I don't think I've seen that one before.
No, he had that dirt bike. He rode the dirt
Yeah,
bike with us that day.
Okay.
Did you go with us that day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you.
Then we went to Perfect Cup.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was the first time I hit 120.
Really?
Yeah. It's the only time I've ever hit 120 in that thing. I won't do it again.
Where were you riding? A sport bike?
I'm happy to do any meditation anytime, you know, like I get short.
All right.
If anybody's interested in that.
Guided meditation. Good.
You like this?
Yeah, because my head. Maybe it would now. Like years ago when I was still struggling.
That's okay.
Maybe
I
like
couldn't
you
quiet
said,
my head.
maybe like a craft or a painting thing after this.
Yeah.
So that would be good because I'm
Well,
working.
they're doing one today, aren't they?
Something to do while I work. Yeah.
We're doing are they doing the craft today? One of Travis and Tyler's
bracelets,
did, and then
yeah.
Brad he went home to get our. So we're going to make Reed's crosses, just because we haven't done anything for a long time for the front of the wheel. So it's going to be fun. The pagan holidays.
Big Lego.
The next pagan holiday is February 1st,
1,600 pieces.
which is Imbolc. And one of the goddesses celebrated is Reed, or Bridget, it was what we call her. And it's all about like, welcoming the sun back, things start to warm up and fall here up north, and just being ready to plant, and then
Those are pretty cool.
the sheep and the ewes start lactating, and
Like the models that
all
you
that
put
stuff.
together, like the Paxton model. Actually, they have a V8 one at.
She is like,
Waterloo, still do.
it's just the first hint though, because the next one is May.
Supposedly functioning and everything like that.
Yeah.
Crankshaft, piston, head with valve, spring, crankshaft.
It's bad, yeah.
That's so bad.
We had I put Brad's grandma up in a hotel. They got an inch and a half of ice on the road.
It wasn't crazy expensive.
I have customers that are
Yeah, I'm almost bought it.
they're talking about like
Oh,
They average just buy it just to learn.
good point.
Like, things function.
I'm a very terrible friend. A friend of mine who's watching the stream is also on the business.
Have you, so last night after our painting.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thank you, Heron, which I will make sure everybody here hears that. I completely didn't even think about it, but yes, they were talking about sound healing.
It's a lot more simple.
They're looking to have somebody come do some things like that here after
Do that. Like,
we do this on one of our Sundays.
picture of my tattoo and they're like,
So I will talk to the group about that because that would be fun.
yeah.
Oh, you already did it?
I do. I've been the whole time. You've been yelling and making fun of me. You're on your phone.
Between the God.
But yeah, yeah,
Or just like family and tribe.
yeah. This is our normal show time that we usually do on Sundays. We just skip our show to do this. Like, well, why don't we just bring people with us? It is hard to hear because there's lots of side conversations. But what I really should have done, like, normally we're a little more organized. Like, this is the most decommissioned one we've had. Yeah, which is good. I think it's good to have a conversation, but this is the most disorganized one we've had. Yeah. Usually it's topic specific, and we kind of were passing around the mics last time, which was nice. And then I think one time we watched the Y-Files, which was also really cool. It's different every time. I'm gonna start bringing cards each time because, like I said, I have 500 decks. Well, I say 450 because that's when I stopped counting.
Doom and gloom, but then I asked ChatGPT.
And I'm obsessed with tarot. They're everywhere in our house. I will anytime. I love tarot, Lenormand, Oracle, all of them. We haven't been doing it as much, so I'm not going to act like we're big enough. But we had been for a long time, and we're trying to go again, but we just haven't been paying attention to our Cups group, which is a pagan group.
It was like a surreal.
Amazing group of people. We'll go there, and they do the Unitarian does their church thing, which it's weird to me. I don't do church stuff, but it's still a good church if you want to do a church thing. It's very, non-denominational, but
it wasn't just like one of those dreams.
yeah.
makes
And I
sense.
realized, like, I didn't see it all.
So what part of the world?
I like to interact with something about
Here, yeah. Like in,
Oh, yeah.
in the U.S.
That's funny.
You have a bus somewhere. It's
I've
just
done
like,
that.
"Thank you."
That is hilarious.
And of course, I pointed it out.
Hey, I wanted to mention something so I don't forget. Sorry. I know
to me,
somebody. Huh?
Talk to me, Daddy.
Yes, sir. Now I forgot what I was fucking saying. Oh, friend. Oh yeah. It's like, whew.
It's like
No,
Alex.
dude. Last night when he was doing that, I literally looked over right when Alex had that shot like
one of those syringes, and he's like
3 inches in his mouth, and I'm like, dude, just bad timing when I looked over. Because then he looks back, and he goes, what? But anyway, so a friend of mine who is a herbalist and she does sound healing, does the sound bath, all that stuff. We all of us know Anna, but she is, I'm sure, would be more than willing to come up and do something after this one time too. I need to get her here. So, yeah, I keep forgetting, and she's one of the people that I think would be really fun here. But I just keep forgetting to tell her. So I'll tell you. Sorry, B, but I'll be better.
$5.
Who made them?
$5.
Who actually made them?
Dan,
Okay. They taste like crap.
you
Well,
can.
I thought that they were actually. I had
$5.
Yeah, but they still taste like crap.
I'll try to remember the one I have.
I kind of need a Buzz Lemonade. It's just not sugar free.
And they're also the same flavors.
Yeah.
Those things are strong.
She's the one that taught us. So we actually did a class where she set it up. It was a big class. We had to, I think it was $40, but she taught us how to make Florida fire cider, which is really fun. It's like a cure-all, like an older fire cider, and it's like an apple cider base, and you put all kinds of shit in it, like turmeric and ginger and all things, and you let So she got us all together and taught us how to make it, and it was really cool. Yeah, it's so much fun, and this stuff is me too. Like, it was actually good. Mhm. And I had pictures I'll show them, but she had a whole table probably as long as the bar, just with fresh stuff all across it from everything. And yep, and then you put it in a mason jar together, and you put it in a fridge for like a month and burp it. Yeah, I don't think it doesn't really ferment, but it does. Yeah, making fire cider.
Fire cider.
Yeah, and I don't remember all
Apple
the
cider vinegar, honey.
Yep.
Garlic, those are like
turmeric.
turmeric, maybe cayenne.
Yep, I have all those in mine.
And that's for
You can use a different
It's
herbs.
it's supposed to be like a cure-all kind of thing. You can buy it on Amazon too if you want to like try them before you make them. But making it is so much. I love making
I
stuff.
like making stuff.
But
because I know what's going into it.
yeah. Brad and I both made our whole group. It's part of the CUPS group, which is the Covenant of the Unitarian Universalist Pagan Society. Yeah, CUPS, Covenant of the Unitarian Universalist Pagan Society. It's the pagan group inside the Unitarian Church.
Okay.
And Fort Myers, the Shire. We call it the Shire because it's on Shire Road, right across from the fire department on Daniels in Fort Myers. Kind of close to Two Meatballs. That used to, I don't know if it's still over there or not. And where Mystic Moon used to be.
South Trail, South Trail,
Like by Whole Foods.
I don't know about that. I don't know the area very, very well. I just know there's an open section. Then there's a new Tractor Supply company and a storage place they just built there.
When do you meet there?
Once a month. I have to remember which one. I think it's the 4th Saturday at 1 o'clock.
I would like to come sometime.
Yeah, it's a really good group of people. We've got
Fourth Saturday, 1 o'clock.
I think if they're still listening, I think yes. I'll double check because we used to. I mean, Brad was actually the chair and I was the treasurer for a year because the whole group fell apart, and so we kind of we hadn't been going lately, but they've been keeping it going. Like the one lady, Joy, who's like, that's how I know Anna, because she came and would do meet with us and do stuff at the UU. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do the UU thing. Like, I can't do the church and the hymns and stuff. I can't.
Yeah.
But the CUPS has been really fun. And then And the off time, we take care of the land. We go out and we do all the yard work and stuff. Well, I haven't lately because I haven't been going, but kind of a nice thing. We have a labyrinth. There's acres of stuff. We have a fire pit, drum circle we used to do, all that stuff.
I think they have that one. It's just one little.
Yeah.
location. I know they have the spiral the garden.
Yeah.
Just text me the address. That was
It's really cool. Like they're really close with the Boy Scouts too. So the Boy Scouts like do a lot of work on the land too. So they built up our fire pit. It's really nice. So, and they'll come do their camping on site and stuff.
Is that your cell phone?
So, but yeah, no, I'll find out for sure because it's a really good eclectic group of people.
I'm broke right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
And I'm probably
It's
going
the company's
to
called
Miami
Flat Tech.
to see my daughter next
BLAD
Sunday for a couple days.
Vladimir.
I saw that the Russian thing, the serial number on it
My little
somehow. Like, I was wondering how could they possibly
Huh.
do that?
So it's supposedly it was a 10-year project study, and just as of last year, they were able to.
I saw that. I thought that immediately made me think about that book. Like it's exactly what that book says.
Which book?
Journey of Souls. Our bodies go to another planet somewhere.
Speaking of, I'm finally halfway through it. I still got a little more to go.
This is orange.
Oh,
This is the second one.
That's not orange.
Destiny of Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got, and then I'm gonna hit all three of them anyway. Try to hit all three.
There's 4 of them, by the way.
Is there?
Two of them are his.
Blog Tech Afterlife.
One of them is one of them is like a how-to, so you can teach somebody potentially how to get in there, and then the other one is other teachers in the school experiences.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. So that's the second book. The first one is Journey of Souls, and it's basically a story of well, not a story. It's all about case studies about like what happens to the soul. What's the whole.
It's like doctor-patient conversations.
Yeah,
it's
it's really neat.
Psychologist Michael Newton, and he uses hypnotherapy to regress patients to past lives. So like chronic pains, chronic sicknesses. Like he'll take them to their past life and tell them you can set this down. You don't need to bring this in this life. Make them
Maybe
back.
that's what I need. Maybe it's not
They-
even this life.
He says there's lots of stories about reincarnation, and he didn't want to write another book about reincarnation.
That's
So it's a book about what our souls do in between life incarnations here on this planet. In between each life, really fascinating. There's Journey of
Very good.
Souls and Destiny of Souls.
I powered through the first one, but the second one I'm just going slower because I cycle in and out of wanting to read. So I haven't been. I started to pick back up last week, but this one's a little bit tougher to get through. I think a little more detailed.
When you want to do the escape room.
I feel like the first one was more like what the souls do in between lives. I think the second one is more like communicating with people after they pass.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah,
how
I
to
can see
look,
that.
how to look for signs of like the loved ones that have left us, like what to look out for, and how to receive the signs.
I have a really hard time with it just because I'm like, I don't know how much of this is wishful thinking because I want things to continue, right? I think everybody kind of does. Yeah, at least I do. Like I don't want to disappear when I die. I'm not afraid of death, but everything just makes so much sense. And it's kind of like, am I just saying that because it feels good and somebody put it on paper? Or is it really real? You know, that's the hard part for me.
I think it's tend to
We want to make it.
do that. But
Laying in bed.
Oh yeah.
It's rough on the body too.
Like it's very nice to think that when I die, that my consciousness will continue somewhere, and I feel like it does.
Well, so
But I
here's
still
your
have a little bit
emotional
of, is that just wishful thinking? Because I
I
don't
should
want to.
hope my next book
that's
is
probably where the greatest mystery is death.
You ever read about soul
What,
contract?
what,
Oh, yeah,
what
I talked about it
happens
in this
is
Dude, I'm like,
Yep.
if you knew my
Or-
life, I'd be like,
do
who
we
in there
go
right
to heaven
mind
or
overfunded
choose
what I
Yeah,
chose?
They
It's like
say
that.
you choose.
or we
They say you choose your parents, your
Exactly.
siblings, your friends.
I'm
And
like,
no matter how many people
wasn't
talk
in my
about like
right
near-death experience, like
They say they're letting
it's not
you
death.
up. Like like 3 or 4 different babies.
Nobody has gone
lives
completely
planned
out
out.
and died
No
back like
to
a year later. You know what I mean?
Also,
But there
true.
are lots of
I would, if I had one, I would
you
put
keep
my life on my worst enemy.
they have died all
I'm not gonna have it.
And they see themselves.
Not
they
one of my
see
focuses.
Jesus or
Sure. I get
whatever
that.
they see.
Well, that's a different,
You're not
role with the
Yeah.
And
this
then
is completely
that's when they
temporary.
come back.
I would have, I would need somebody.
I don't know, it's interesting.
She
I
said
like the
that-
idea of that.
I said, how's it going? She said,
Just that there's something afterwards. What really is interesting when they, like I said, when they see themselves and they can explain kind of what happened. And then people are like, well, what if that's just them hearing it and they're taking consensus? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. That's a little too descriptive.
After getting that past life regression with her though,
I still need to do that.
She knows about
yeah. Yeah, after reading this book, it started off reading some psychic shit. It didn't make any sense. And then years later, it all played out. She's telling me she's writing it all down. Years later, it plays out. So I came across a paper. Everything this woman said happened exactly the way she said it. I told her too, but so we did a Google review of that. I did another reading.
Consciously, we don't know.
Same thing, yeah, she's giving me the reading, she's writing everything down. Someone else.
I haven't heard that one.
So then, same thing, it all happens exactly the way she said it. So I started to think, maybe there's like something.
It's just that different.
There's very big that I did now. I got a couple of mushroom experiences that set me up. So when I read
That
this
is
book,
I
like I
haven't
was
heard that
ready to receive the information out of it.
I do. I don't get on TikTok too much.
That would, I would say, like, the biggest switch to,
I'll have to check it out.
There's some
That's a pretty
videos.
simple design.
I like seeing all the different ideas because I think some of the truth is probably somewhere in the middle of all of them, you know. So that'll be a list. I'll look that up.
What you would expect it to be like.
Our song right now, like this is.
Is that okay? If he texts me number,
I feel like I've heard some of that before.
Oh, good.
We are basically.
I was at the Wellness in the Celtic Festival yesterday, so I was passing out cards to, different people.
I'm definitely gonna hit you up.
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready. I was born ready.
All those places.
Just on pause
I
until
do.
we do the next thing.
That kind of goes
I
back
just
to
gave that
Oh, you gave her one? Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Nice. Thank you.
You're out over here.
basically.
Oh, I think that's what he's doing.
I can
There's
believe
no more
that.
over there.
Let's see, I'm far away. I was gonna give one a second.
I have not been there. There's a little staff. Maybe that might be the one.
I can believe that too.
I don't know. Like it's.
That's a neat
Yeah, I think
story.
I'm gonna do one for my sister while she's here, because she'd rather look at a past life than
That's
look
why
at this
I
present
like
life.
listening to like all the different perspectives because it doesn't
I
matter
knew I
if
was different.
it's really good or if it's
Yeah.
true. It's just it makes you
But
think about things
unfortunately,
differently.
severe trauma,
Seeing things in a completely different way.
and it took me
Like-
so long. So long.
But that one's not what I've heard yet. I'll take that up. And I have like
Well, what happened was,
I don't know, probably 100 books and stuff like that I haven't read yet, so I want to present one.
like, let's say, specific trauma that happened, right? And I was making progress. And then, boom,
TikTok is always kind of some freak me out a little bit.
Take you back.
Did they speak
so
me a little?
far back. It kept going so long. I was like, why?
I'm like, you cannot.
Yeah.
I mean, there were times I, what did I ever do in my past life that has brought this to me
Yeah.
today? Or in
That's
this
true.
life?
It talks a lot about that in those books.
Yeah.
And I cannot, I would not recommend those books now. Somewhere
Soul Journey.
There's stories like Prince, and he's trying to ration food. And then his mom, the queen, got caught.
Oh, I'm sure.
Somebody. So we had to make an example of it. And we had to his mom in front of everybody and show like, don't ration this food.
Yeah.
So in this life,
I
like the
definitely
mom's doing something.
definitely can see that, especially the way things are.
Son didn't understand it.
Everything.
And then
It's crazy. They do whatever they can to keep people as uneducated on as possible so they can control it easier. But
red versus blue,
black versus white.
Christian, Muslim.
Yep. If you can keep
I
the
have,
two
I
people
have
pitted against each other, they're never
sort
going
of
to
a
look at the
past
third one
life
that's
thing
controlling
that
everything.
happened like that, but I wonder how much of it
And
is
that's so frustrating.
my creative, amazing brain telling me this story to make sense of what's happening in this
I've
life.
been having that
How much
conversation
of it
with
is
so many
really
people lately
just
that
seeing
like,
like
how can you pick one over the
But
other?
does it matter?
The whole point
And
is
does
that
it
you
matter?
not
Yeah.
For
focus on
me,
what's
what
actually
makes
happening.
it real
The
is
point.
the sadness that I
That makes no
felt.
sense.
People like
Never in this world have I felt sadness like I felt her share. Like,
It's easy to do.
I
I
couldn't
can
make
still
that
now
up. Like that
that
was real. Like
I've
something
not read-
happened and I was a part of
politically
something. I was
deregistered
just
years ago,
embarrassed and
and
shamed.
there's nothing that fits what I
Like I
my
just
where
felt
my brain
unworthy.
is.
Like what I did was so
And
horrendous.
still, I find myself trying getting into the
I tell
left and
people
right
in this
side and stuff.
lifetime,
So
I've never
I have to
really
stop.
been
Like, wait a
sad.
minute. This
Like, I might have
is
got
the whole
cheated
point
on,
we're
but I
trying
was
to fight
angry
against.
and stuff happened. Somebody betrayed me and I was sad, but I was more angry. Like anger is always the first emotion. To feel the sadness that I felt,
That was
yes,
new.
that was real. Nothing else was real. That feeling of sadness, knowing that I did something.
I hope it happens. Something tells me
And
it
I
will
didn't
one day,
miss
but I don't even know if it's not in our
the
lifetime.
first part that you were forced to kill the mother because he was setting an example.
No, not me. That was a story in the book.
Story in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy's mom had like done something evil around the world. And so when he did the past life regression, it came out that it was like a soul contract for he did something evil to his mom in another life, so she had
But
to
if
do
he was
something.
forced to do it, wasn't really evil. It's like Sophia's choice.
Yeah.
Like if she was had to choose between
There's always a choice.
one
There's
child
there's
or
always a
That happened for us.
like it's the train logic.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
They was on the track.
There we could save
We
one
can't get there in the
versus
U.S.
five
We're
or
too
whatever.
evenly divided.
What's your child?
That's the problem.
One
child
so
versus
evenly
five
divided.
elders.
It's just evil.
Husband. Okay, then I think instinct would kick in, and I think then there's no blame, there's no
100%.
reason for guilt when you're
But that I don't know if that will
not really in control.
happen in our life.
I-
With social
You're
media,
doing the best you can with whatever comes out.
I hope it does, but something tells me
If it's intentional.
I think a small subset probably will, but it's not going to be enough to make an actual big change. People are just going to continue to fight each other until there's nothing left.
I think there's too
You know,
many.
I'm going to fight over the $5 here that I need that you owe me, but not the $100 that this person should be given. It makes no sense to me. It's very depressing.
I'm really excited to have a session with
since I've been back.
Yeah, I don't do past life regressions like every week, so it's
So
exciting
we were
for me
just talking
too.
about getting our passports
Yeah,
again
It's
too.
a lot of trauma.
It's
work.
really
That was
weird.
one that expired.
I
We
have
shouldn't
this
have.
feeling
But
like this.
they're two of my closest friends. One from the UK and one's in. Well, they're all both
I
in
was
Mexico
supposed
now,
to
but I'm
be here.
scared of going to
And
Mexico.
Anna
I feel
said
like we're the
that
next
she
one,
can
are we
do
not?
it on the
I don't
1st,
know.
which is
How many are
Sunday,
Cindy.
Cindy and
March
Iris.
1st, instead of the last Sunday of the month.
I thought maybe you were at one of the Soul Sister gatherings.
1st? We got
One
something,
time
I'm sorry.
ago.
No, I'm a transplant from Miami.
Okay.
I mean, we
Well,
were.
you remind me of one of the girls. I meet with a big group
Because
of
we do
ladies.
this on the last
you know,
Sunday of
around
the
the
month.
world,
March
we get
1st will be
together,
the first Sunday
And
of
then
the
we'll have
month.
different people kind of leave the circle.
So instead of doing a
Different
motorcycle thing,
modalities. Sometimes it's
Just swap 'em.
Reiki,
Yeah.
sometimes it's like that.
See why not?
And then, yeah, just different people bring different things to the table.
All right, hope you guys enjoyed.
I
We're
don't know
gonna go
what
ahead and close this out.
I'm winging all of my
Very
life.
different,
My whole life
but-
is just winging it.
Right.
Sort of.
But some people just, yeah, they come to share the energy.
Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
And have a great week.
Right.
Yeah, well, we'd
Good
love
weekend.
to have you.
Happy Sunday.
That would be great.
Unfortunately,
I'll-
at this time, it's
Be
only
kind to
open
each
to
other, too.
women.